let's talk about a category of philosophy where this equivocation is often made, is in the discussion of morality. What is right and wrong? What is right and or wrong? And oftentimes when people talk about what is right or wrong, they want to put things into the categories of right and wrong. And this is an epistemological statement, is how do we know what is right or wrong? For instance, if I kick someone in the shin, is that right or is it wrong? Well, the truth is that under certain circumstances, it could have been the right thing or it could have been the wrong thing. So this is an epistemological discussion. But if you want to dive deeper into what morality actually is, how do you define what morals are? You have to talk about ontology, which is the philosophy of being, the philosophy of the existence, the essence of morality. What is it? So instead of putting things into the category of good or evil, we have to talk about the categories themselves. Forget about putting things in the categories for a moment. Let's just talk about the categories themselves. Where do the categories of right and wrong come from? How do we even distinguish what they are? That is an ontological question. For example, something that a lot of people like to say, or it's become a popular saying, is, that's true for you, but it's not true for me. And people who say this tend to think that they are espousing some kind of subjective truth, the reality of subjective truth. But what they don't understand is that by saying, that's true for you, but it's not true for me, they are actually making a statement that they are claiming is true for the both of you. And therefore, if they insist that that truth is true for them, but not true for you, or true for you, but not true for them, by making that statement, they have self-contradicted themselves. Now, obviously, when you start talking about the ontology of morality, you come to a tricky situation because now you're dealing with the ontology of an abstract, which inevitably will lead you to metaphysics. Metaphysics being what is supernatural, what is not material. And so to get an answer for what the ontology of morality is, you kind of have to trace backwards to, well, what is supernatural? What is metaphysical in nature? And I think that the best way to think about this is to think about the problem of infinite regress in the causes and effects of the universe. If we see the physical universe as a series of causes and effects, especially in a naturalistic worldview where only the material world exists and there is nothing supernatural, then you have to trace the universe back to its origins. This is the problem of infinite regress, where you trace all the causes and all the effects of the universe back to the singularity that resulted in the Big Bang, but then you're left with the problem of what caused the Big Bang. What caused time and space to begin? Now, obviously, logically speaking, the cause of time and space itself would have to be timeless and spaceless and matterless, and the only thing that could possibly cause something like that would have to be a source of intelligence. That source of intelligence, if it is timeless and spaceless, we would have no choice to call it God.